Hey guys, quick video on a question that came up that I wanted to help out on. How exactly do you order a Model Y standard range all-wheel drive as kind of an off-menu item? So as you can see, we're on the homepage for Tesla Model Y. By the way, I'm recording this from my laptop's mic, and it actually isn't very good. So here they still show the Model Y that is not the 4680. This is the performance and the long range that's built out of Fremont. So I'll be talking about the 4680 Austin build here today. So here you get an option to order now, which you can configure your own or view inventory. So basically view inventory, and I'll show you why you can't really see the Model Ys from here. So even if you select Model Y all-wheel drive, which is actually this trim. So we can try selecting that right now. And I'm not sure what's going to show up. But the problem is if there are Model Y standard ranges that are within the maximum of the 200 miles that you can search with, then it's going to show up. But right now, it doesn't show anything. So when you browse inventory, you can't find anything here to choose from. So the way I was able to find it is there's a site basically called Waiting for Tesla. Actually, there's a couple sites that seem to have worked well. Hang on while this is loading. This is a aggregator, and these couple sites consolidate all of the North America inventory from the Tesla.com site. Probably scours it or spiders it or whatever it is that the tech guys do. But anyway, I like using Waiting for Tesla. So by the way, I got all these suggestions from this YouTuber named Dennis CW. He's like really into tracking, the latest and greatest Tesla pricing news, and he helps out with just buying a Tesla. So it's probably worth your time to go into his videos. So anyway, Model Y, and you can see here this is a standard range with the 19-inch wheels, and basically bare bones, very close to what I got myself. I got the standard range, white with black, but at that time, back in early February 7th was my order date. At that time, there was only the 20-inch induction wheels available in the 5-seat configuration. So it was $2,000 more than the base, but since the base went up by $1,000 since then, so essentially this should really be $50,990 if you ordered this, gosh, a few weeks ago. Oh, actually, let me see if I can. There is if you guys like tracking pricing on Teslas, just kind of look for this or look for Tesla car price history on Google. He tracks the pricing history for every single trim. So since the Model Y was sold, you can see like standard range rear-wheel drive, standard range all-wheel drive. So there's really hasn't been a standard range all-wheel drive sold at all, except for this off-the-menu standard range all-wheel drive, which he starts tracking pricing history from here. So you can see that it was first available last year, and this was a employee only, and it actually was employee only for like the longest time, up until I want to say earlier this year. So this is roughly around, so if you would have bought it at that time, all the way up until 2 days before I bought it, you would have had it for $50,000, but the prices have went up about $500 since then. So that's why you can see here in Waiting for Tesla, and sorry, I'm trying not to make this video very long, but I want to make sure you guys understand exactly kind of how to look for this. So right now you could see that if we do a search, I think this defaults to show the cheapest first. This is available in Illinois, and another standard range is available in Aurora, but you can filter results, and right now at this time, let's see, oh, funny, earlier this morning there was a California car here, but now there isn't. So there actually is zero inventory for any Model Ys in California. Wow, that kind of blows my mind actually. So let me just see if we can try to pick another one. Let's try to pick Colorado. So in Colorado, and then you can do a bunch of trim codes. So here they do have, this is a long range, this is a standard Model Y, and this is the performance. So in Colorado, they actually have 6 standard ranges available Oh, weird. Oh, yeah, this does the filtering weird. So actually, in Colorado, there's only one standard range, and you can tell it's a standard range because it's 279 miles of range. It has the 19-inch wheels, but this is $1,000 more expensive because of the gray paint. It's not the white. So this is just a way to look for it. Um, and then once you find one in inventory, so as you kind of refresh, they tend to. I've noticed that Tesla has likes to dump 100 to 200 Model Ys into inventory, something like every 10 days or so. So we're about due for another refresh of inventory here. Now you can click on details. You still stay within the Waiting for Tesla site, and go through their aggregator on how they kind of consolidate this information. I'm not really that interested in that. What I did was I clicked on reserve. So let's just pretend that this is an actual inventory car and within my area that I wanted to buy. So at that point, there was an option to continue to payment. So you can go directly and just, reserve that car. And I know it doesn't show it now, but when I ordered mine, the VIN was, I believe, somewhere around here. It already was issued a VIN right away. So you could see the VIN within this page. And also the VIN was basically displayed somewhere in this area too. So I noticed they haven't been doing that anymore. But essentially when I got it, the VIN was easily and readily available to be seen and reserved. Another way you could do this, because I have tried, is I actually pulled up Waiting for Tesla at my local Tesla store. And I sat there with the guy and I'm like, hey, I want to order this one. What are the chances of this being diverted away from, wherever Burbank was the closest one to me, or Calabasas, into my local store? And so he went out back, he did his thing, and he actually found one that found ours that was scheduled to already be delivered to our local store that was even off of this Waiting for Tesla sign. Like, it wasn't even on here. And that's why I believe I swapped it at that time. But even then, he was still also able to give me the VIN at that point. So I think the whole removing the VIN thing is a fairly recent phenomenon. So let me explain why you're able to actually purchase a VIN vehicle faster and get it faster with a faster EDD than it is if you were to custom order one. Like, if you were to custom order one through Tesla, like if you wanted to custom order this long range, who knows when it would be. As soon as you complete all this, it's gonna give you a window of time that's kind of out there in the future. Maybe, yeah, they don't show it. But if you're willing to order one that's already being produced and already in Tesla's queue for the Austin factory, and it's already, that particular build configuration is already like in the queue, and it's available for, I should say, it's available as a quote unquote inventory car, then by all means, you can pluck it up and put your name on it. And if, you'll just have to live with whatever configuration that is available within the screen. So to me, I actually found the one that I want. The only thing that I was not particularly happy with was I wanted the 19-inch wheels and ended up getting the 20s because that was the only available option out there. So ended up doing that, but no big deal. The 20s look better. I like the way the 19s ride more, and it has just a tiny bit more miles. The 20-inch induction wheels has 169 range, and this one has 279. So anyway, I hope that helps. Don't be afraid to jump into your local Tesla store. They can help you with finding inventory cars, much more so than I. And hopefully, this is just my process for ordering, in February of 2023, right? It could totally change this month or next month, or this website could totally be taken down by Tesla. I don't know. So hopefully this works out for you guys and it helps. All right, great. Thanks. Talk to you later.